Chevrolet has just brought out a new Redline Bolt EUV edition. It's got some red stuff on it, and yeah, let's have a look at what the car actually is and whether or not you should consider buying one. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. We're just about to hit 70,000 subscribers. Really appreciate your support and really appreciate the support of our Patreon members as well. Thank you so much for doing what you do. We exist because of you, essentially. I'll put a link in the description below to our Patreon page. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EUV is available very soon in a new Redline edition. GM will start production of the 2023 Bolt EUV within the next couple of months. The Redline appearance package will become a new option. According to an official press release, as per Inside EVs from Chevrolet, a new Bolt EUV Redline edition will be made available for the 2023 model year. As you can see by these images from General Motors, it will have a very specific interior and exterior features to make it stand out as a sportier version of the fully electric crossover. This is something that when General Motors was here in Australia, they love to do. They love to call things Redline. They use that all the time. I thought that was Holden. Now, we called General Motors cars here Holdens. Don't know why we did that. The brand doesn't exist anymore, but we used to call them Holden. And they'd often call them the Redline version or the Redline edition. Sometimes that Redline edition here in Australia would have extra power. So people would say, oh, yeah, mate, you've got the Redline edition. Yeah, fully sick, mate. That's awesome, mate. Give us a go, mate. Give us a look, mate. And then sometimes they'd call the Redline edition a car that had some red stickers on it. Yeah. Which is this? Is this Bolt a sticker pack or is it the real deal? Well, the Chevrolet Bolt EUV and the EV have been off the market for some time, as the automaker has been replacing battery packs due to a recall. They've replaced about 1/3 of the packs. Personally, I don't think they should be manufacturing any of these cars at all. I think they should be focusing on replacing packs first, meaning owners can drive their cars because they haven't been able to drive them for a long time. Replace the packs first, then start making the new cars. That's what I think their priority should be, but that's just me. Let me know if you agree in the comments section below. So not long ago, Chevrolet restarted production of both the Bolt electric hatchback and its crossover sibling, the EUV. Once again, they're pretty good value. In fact, really good value, except for the unfortunate fact that you can't use the tax credit anymore, the $7,500 basically EV incentive. You can't get that anymore for Tesla's vehicles or for General Motors, which means you might be better off buying another car, a Volkswagen, if you can get your hands on one, you probably can't, or potentially even a Hyundai or a Kia, because then you can still get this $7,500 incentive. Now, I imagine some of you Americans are probably like, I'm not going to buy that. I buy General Motors cars. Viking, get out of here. And that's fine. Fair enough. It's a good car for the price. According to Chevrolet, the 2023 Bolt EUV Redline Edition will feature jet black leather upholstery with red stitching, 17-inch gloss painted aluminium wheels in gloss black with red accents on the outside mirrors, and wait for it, an exclusive red and black Bolt EUV badge on the rear. However, there are no other changes at all. It's the same car. It's a sticker pack. Sorry, my friends. That's all it is. Some of you might think that's great. Personally, I always hated sticker packs. I really loved those cars that would pull up and they'd be really subtle. Really subtle. There'd be nothing to say this is a fast car. And all of a sudden, bang, off they'd go at the line. And that'd be faster than the fastest sticker pack version that it was ever been invented or made. Now, Legacy Auto love sticker packs. They love sticker packs. They've done it all the time. You know who loves sticker packs more than anyone? Peugeot and Renault. They absolutely love them here in Australia. We've had 7,000 sticker pack versions in the last 2 years. Joking, but yeah, you get my point. I don't like sticker packs. I think if you're going to put a sticker pack on there claiming it's a Redline or it's special and it's got all these extra stickers and things and red colors and stripes, and I think that should signify additional performance. To me, it's false advertising. But hey, regardless, it's still a good car. If you want one, I'm not going to criticize you because it's an electric car and it's still pretty good value for what they are. Speaking of value, Chevy is now offering leasing incentives on both Bolt and the Bolt EUV EVs, and they're pretty competitive. Pricing is, well, it starts, you've got to put $4,500 down, and then you can lease the 2022 Bolt EV for $270 per month, and the 2022 Bolt EUV with a monthly payment of $290. The Redline edition, though, is going to be more expensive. So whether or not you want to pay for a sticker pack and some leather seats, well, depends on how much enjoyment you're going to get from that. Personally, I think it'd be better to make it an aero pack. I would buy the aero pack, right? If Chevrolet said, well, we're offering the aero pack, it's more aerodynamically efficient. We're going to put some, I don't know, some sort of plastic cover at the front over the little air intake where no air actually goes in anyway to make it smoother. We're going to have an underbody. It's going to be totally flat. We're going to have wheel caps, plastic caps over the wheels to give you an extra 3% efficiency. I'd go, cool, I'll pay an extra $1,000 for that. That's what I would prefer. Just me. GM says it will begin production of the 2023 Bolt EUV and the Bolt EV this summer in 2022. In addition, the Bolt EUV Redline edition will be available in the US, Canada, and Korea. Unfortunately, Aussies, no, they're not coming here, period, as I'm sure you all already know. If it were up to you, is there anything that you would change on the Bolt EUV? Now, for me personally, the Bolt EUV, I think it's a really good car, actually. For the money. That's the important thing I should mention. For the money, it's good. What would I change personally? I would use the LFP battery pack probably from a Tesla Model 3 or one of these new LFP battery packs that are going to be coming out from CATL, CALB, Goshon High-Tech. You know, these much higher energy density packs, around 230 watt per kilo. That's just fantastic. Now, I'm not quoting this as a figure that I've made up. This comes directly from those manufacturers. If you want to see my video about these advances in LFP technology that are coming out by the end of this year, I'll put a link in the description below. Honestly, they're amazing. And it kind of shows you that it would make sense for about 90% of the car market to go LFP based on the energy density, massive improvements. That's going to mean that, well, there's really no reason not to get one unless you want to spend like Uber, lots and lots of money, or maybe get an electric pickup truck, which might need super high energy density batteries. Now, if you're wondering what's the difference between the Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV, well, surprisingly, cargo volume is actually bigger in the standard hatchback, the EV. It's 16.6 cubic feet or 470 litres in the standard Bolt. In the EUV, it's 16.3 cubic feet and 462 litres. So it's 8 litres less, or just a little bit less. Cargo volume with the seats down is pretty much identical. Leg room is the same. Shoulder room, pretty much identical. To be honest, both cars' interior space is very similar. There's only one real advantage of the Bolt EUV when it comes to interior space. That is the entire passenger volume. In cubic feet, it's 96.5, whereas the Bolt EV is 93.9. So a pretty small difference. It's 2,659 litres versus 2,734 litres. It's like less than a 5% volume difference in the interior. Why is this? Well, it's kind of baffling because the Bolt EV has a 2.9-inch shorter wheelbase than the Bolt EUV. So the Bolt EUV's interior should be bigger. But the reason it's not is because the rear of the EUV slopes down so much. So because it slopes down so much, that removes a lot of the additional space you would think that you would have in the SUV version. What about power? Both vehicles have the same amount of power. I think it's got enough power for what it is. They have 150 kilowatt, which is 200 horsepower, and 266 pound-feet of torque, which is 360 newton-meters of torque. So it's got plenty of power and torque for what it is. They also use a 288-cell LG Chem lithium-ion battery pack, not an LFP pack. It's a lithium ternary pack. And because the Bolt EUV is heavier, 90 pounds heavier, it's a little bit slower. It does a little bit less range, 250 miles of range versus the Bolt EV's 259 miles of range. 0 to 60 time for both cars is around about 7 seconds, which I think is pretty decent. What about price? Well, starting price for the Bolt is $31,995. EUV $2,000 more at $33,995 US. Really, let's be fair, they're very well priced. If you can drive it. I just had to throw that in there because obviously, lots of people that have bought them over the last few years can't drive them right now, which sucks. Hopefully they fix them for you guys soon and you're back on the road. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.